Hi friends, welcome to my channel, and in this video I'm going to show you how to add or connect servers to Windows Admin Center step by step full. So in last video we have discussed about the what we can do by using Windows Admin Center. And also we have in last video we have installed Windows Admin Center in one of our server, which is Win2K19 AC01. And in this video I'm going to show you how we can add like this file server and Windows Admin Center, and how we can do the administration of the file server from Windows Admin Center, and also we can how we can monitor the health, and how we can do the administrative tasks basically from Admin Center for after adding the server. So let's get in. So this is my demo environment which I am going to use in this video. So in this video I have total 3 virtual machines which is acting as a server. So the first machine is Win2K19 DC01, and this is running Active Directory and DNS services. You can see an IP address of this machine is 192.168.0.151, and this machine having 6 gig of memory, and this my domain name is victorinfosol.lan. So let's verify this server. So if I go to local server, you can see Win2K19 DC01, and the IP address of my domain controller 151, and this is running Active Directory and DNS role. So this is good. So this is my basically Active Directory server. And the second machine which we have our Windows Admin Center, where we have installed a Windows Admin Center in last video. So you can see this is Win2K19 AC01 Admin Center 01, and this machine having IP address 192.168.0.150, and this machine having 6 gig of memory, and joining my domain victorinfosol.lan. So let's verify here. So if I go to local machine, you can see Win2K19 AC01, and this is joined in my domain, and the IP address is 192.168.0.150. So this is my admin center. And if I go to control panel and users and program and features, you can see Windows Admin Center is installed on this machine. So this is good. Now I'm going to open my Windows Admin Center console. So I'm going to open a Chrome, and in Chrome I'm going to browse this server HTTPS path web browser. So I'm going to open. So you can see it's loading Windows Admin Center. So in last video we have just installed this Windows Admin Center, so it's having only one server, which is our Windows Admin server itself. So you can see we can check the details about these servers, this particular server which is Win2K19 AC01. So basically we can see only one server, which is this Windows Admin Center itself. Now we are going to add more servers. In this video I'm going to add particular this server in my Windows Admin Center, which is Win2K19 FS01, which is basically a file server. So I'm going to minimize this, and this is my server. So Win2K19 FS01. So you can see the server name, and it's joined in my domain victorinfosol.lan, and the machine IP address is 192.168.0.153, which is given here in slide. So this is my file server which I'm going to add to my this Windows Admin Center. To add server, we can click on just here. You can see all connections and click on add. So it's going to give you the options add connections, like you can add servers, you can add Windows PC which is running Windows 10, you can add the failover cluster connection, also you can add the hyperconverged connections. So I'm going to add server connection, and you can type the name of the server, so it's automatically going to resolve the name. So I'm going to type FS01, so you can see it's going to take some time and going to resolve the server name. So you can see found, this machine has been found, Win2K19-FS01.victorinfosol.lan. So this is good. I'm going to click on submit. So now you can see the server is added now when we click submit, but its last connected status, you can see it's never connected, so and managed by victorinfosol AC admin. So now I'm going to click on here, and I'm going to click on connect button. It's going to ask credential first time to authenticate, I guess. So you can see it's not asked credential because it's already authenticated by my account, which is AC admin. So this is good thing. Now if I click here, you can see I'm able to see this machine information like computer name Win2K19 FS01. You can see domain, you can see how much disk it's have, you can see the memory, and you can see the processor details. Also you can see the nice graphics interface with having chart regarding the graph, basically regarding the CPU utilization, memory utilization, and network bandwidth. So also you can see everything from here, whatever you want to do it. Like if you want to connect with the PowerShell, you can connect this server by using the PowerShell. So if I type host name, you can see I'm connected with Win2K19 FS01, which is good. And if you want to connect with the remote desktop, also you can create the remote desktop. So I guess remote desktop is not going to enable, so we can enable it from setting also. You don't need to go to like you can see remote desktop connection are not allowed to this computer. This can be changed from remote desktop setting page. So let's go there and change the remote desktop settings. So I'm going to allow remote desktop connection for this computer and click save. And now we are good to connect this machine from a remote desktop. So you can see succeeded updating remote desktop settings. So this is good. Now if I go here, remote desktop, and you can see it's started initiating the remote desktop connection. So soon this machine is going to be, yeah, you can see here what it's going, do you want to connect using certificate? So it's going to ask about the certificate, so that's good. Let's connect. It's going to ask the credential, which account you want to use to log in. So I'm going to use my this server account, which is AC admin. So now you can see we have logged in successfully from Windows Admin Center to this machine. And if I go to local server, you can see this is FS01. So this is good thing. And also you can browse your shares. Since this is a file server, I'm going to show you how you can create a file shares from here. So if I go to D drive, which is share, and create one folder called like, let's call it test share, and click submit. So it's going to you can see creating test share folder, and it has been created. So here is our folder which we have just created. And now I'm going to add one share this share folder basically. So I'm going to click on here. You can see we got the options, storage, and then you will see like what you have. So we have here disk details, you have here volumes detail, and here you can see we have share folder. So currently in this file server we have four share folder. I'm going to add new share, and then I'm going to type browse the share folder. So I'm going to in my D drive, and in D drive the folder which we have just created, test share, and click OK. And now just click on submit. So it's going to share folder is going to be created, and now you can see the folder has been created, and you can see this is healthy, status OK, and file share protocol is SMB. So this is good. So if you want to do any other further thing, you can do. Also you can manage your patching from here from Windows Admin Center. So you can click on updates, and you can like schedule the restart also. If you wish to restart on certain given date or time, you can go there and you can set the date and time. Like you want to reboot on every Sunday, so you can go there and you can set the date there, and then you can select basically date, and you can, oops, we need to set 10, and then you can 3rd March 10, and then you can set the time as well. So like what time you want to reboot. So I'm going to reboot after, you can say 6 p.m. So I'm going to type here like 6:00, and this is the time which you can set. And now you can check for you can click on settings, and you can mark these settings like what type of settings you want, download, update, and let me choose install. So I'm going to select install update automatically and click save. You can also force to check for Windows update, and you can always go here and check the update Windows update history. So this is good. So in this video, that's all how you can add the server in Windows Admin Center, and how you can do some administrative tasks by using the Windows Admin Center. So thank you for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos. And if you have any query, any question related to this video, you can always post me on my given mail IDs. Thank you once again. Bye bye.